Sit back, relax, and get ready for a roller coaster ride here at the Bernabeu Stadium. Few derby matches in the world can match the fervour created by a game between these two sides. The long-standing rivalry between the two giants turns any encounter into an occasion which brings Spain to a halt, at least for 90 minutes. Regardless of which clubs may be supported, no one in Spain is neutral about who they want to win in the twice-yearly league clashes between these two sides. Fernando Hierro leads out Real Madrid. Vicente Del Bosque, there's talk that perhaps he will be retained next season as coach, and who can argue? They were struggling after 14 rounds of football, down in 17th position in the relegation zone. Del Bosque has lifted them to equal fourth on goal difference behind Real Zaragoza. 40 points, those two sides, just one behind Barca. Madrid has come to a standstill. Weddings, even funerals in some cases, are rearranged to avoid clashing with this big occasion, which in recent years has been played on a Saturday night. Real Madrid, they do not have the form on the board against their arch-rival Barcelona. They've only won one league game against them in the last 5 years. That was here in 1996. Real defeated Barca 2-0. Davos, Suker and Mijatovic were the scorers. There he is, Vicente Del Bosque. He's done a very good job under difficult circumstances. The referee today, Mr. Juan Roca, the 43-year-old medic. There is Luis Figo. Fernando Hierro, involved in international football last week, as has been the case for a lot of these players. Figo has the choice. He seems fairly content with the end he's at. And good scenes to see before this big one. You literally have to be a historian to understand really the meaning of these games. Both clubs can trace their roots to the final years of the 19th century, but it really wasn't until the early 1920s that the rivalry became so entrenched. An interesting looking bench there, the likes of Sanchez, McManaman and Ivan Campo, as we check the team lineups. And once again, we saw a lot of changes last week against Valencia. Today there are 5 alterations, but very imposing ones at that. Roberto Carlos is back, as is Redondo, Raúl Morientes and Nicolas Anelka. It's a new look attack. Missing are Hilguera, Ivan Campo, Zarate, Dorado and McManaman is relegated to the bench. There is Morientes and Anelka. It's great to see them back. Anelka has only played 11 games this season. Barcelona, their team, sees just the one alteration. Zenden comes in, out is Litmanen. And Zenden is a very, very good overlapping player on the flanks. And I suspect he will take on that role on the left side with Sergi still sidelined for a number of weeks. The scene is set here at the Bernabeu Stadium. Minute silence. The passing of Sir Stanley Matthews last week. Great gesture here. We are set. Real Madrid get us away. A new look Real Madrid. They're almost at full strength. And they're on the attack straight away. Right opening, overlapping on the left, on the right rather, Michel Salgado. A $20 million signing in the off-season from Mallorca. Are now keeping goal again for Barca. They did start the season with Ruud Hesp. That was the case at the other end. The experience of Bodo Illner is out of favour. He recently played in a Spanish Cup match. These two sides could also meet in the Spanish Cup final. They've won through to the semi-finals. The draw did come out this week. Real Madrid will be playing Espanyol. Barca will face Atletico Madrid. They could not have written a better script in that draw. Winston Bogarde has worked his way back from injury. Just his 13th appearance. The man of the moment, Rivaldo, scored a wonderful goal, an overhead last week against Valladolid. Scored twice in that game. But there are some warning signs for the champions. They've only taken 4 points from their previous 4 games, to allow Deportivo to have a 5-point break at the top. Angled had a difficult one. The 18-year-old people will be happy with the touch. Roberto Carlos clears, a little touch on. Jeremy plays it deep for Raul. Bogarde away. Touched on by Morientes. They go deep again. Zenden was back there. Oh, that's a clumsy challenge. Aito Taranka. You don't get a better atmosphere than a game between these two sides. Barcelona, they certainly have the edge in their last 9 league encounters. 5 wins, 3 draws, just the 1 loss. That was in round 16 of season 96-97. And don't they love scoring against their bitter rival? 13 goals in the past 4 games. Lovely control by Fernando Redondo. Sorele Jeremy, the Cameroon international, he'll play down that right side. They'll have Roberto Carlos down the left. He's waiting for the ball now. It doesn't come to him. It might now, though. He's got space. Real Madrid looking the part early on. Nicolas Anelka, who's been part of an injury crisis at the club. Injured his knee on January the 10th in the World Club Championship against Raja Casablanca. Still to score his first league goal in Spain. The biggest off-season signing in Spain at 57 million. Balancing well, turning well. Free kick. Michael Reisiger is pulled up. They were both committed. It might have been slightly harsh against the visiting Barcelona side. Roberto Carlos is lining up. He loves this sort of free kick. He whacks it beautifully all the way. It's 1-0 in the big one. A blistering free kick from distance by Roberto Carlos. It's a dream start for Real Madrid. This man is pure dynamite. The keeper hopelessly beaten here. take the early initiative. It must have been from, what, 30, 35 metres out. What a perfect clearance here by Roberto Carlos. Puyol chasing. Back by Redondo to the goal scorer. This will certainly test the champions' resolve. 1 point splitting the heavyweights in the league after 25 rounds of football. Engraved out of a abductor muscle problem. They expected him to miss this game, but some good work in the gym and with the physiotherapists here at Real Madrid has meant that he's out there today. No chance for Nicolas Anelka. He's made a great recovery from injury as well. There's another look at the free kick. Keeper was already on the way down. You've got a hand to it. Just sheer power beating him. Valdo was trying to milk the free kick. No signs of a yellow card, which is very good to see from the referee. Oh, that almost went through. Kluivert might have been on his way, but for the slight deflection. Danger now for Arnau, the back pass. The perfect ball by Salgado. Well settled for the corner. Surelli, Jeremy, good work down the right side. Whipped in with a corner, whipped in nicely. Out comes the keeper, he missed it entirely. Roberto Carlos looked like he was going to go for the volley. Oh, it's inside. That's it with so much power. Raul couldn't turn and try to slot it away. It stays at 1-0. A great corner, this one. The keeper missed it entirely. You sensed that Roberto Carlos would go first time. He did very well, knocked it in low and hard. Raul was the man at the near post. Anelka looking for the 1-2. Now he's got to get rid of it. There's some real pressure here on Barcelona. Seven times Real Madrid have clinched the championship. 11 more than Barca. The referee has pulled it up. It's a free kick for Real Madrid. So there Jeremy is causing them some real difficult moments down that right side. Fernando Fierro. Great control. And Jeremy trying to get the shot on. Has he got the corner kick? It doesn't look like it. He's only 20 years of age. They've got some young players out there, no doubts about that. Casillas is 18, Salgado 23, Raul 22, Guti's 22, Morientes 23, Anelka is 20. Some real pressure on Arnau again. Abelardo, he's got to organise this defence. Zenden back to Reisiger. Barcelona have the corner. No holding back from Fernando Morientes. Luis Enrique playing against his former club today. It's a poor corner, really. "15 minutes up. Time to take a deep breath and assess the opening to this game. It's really been all Real Madrid. They lead 1-0. Really put some great pressure on this Barcelona defence. Great control by Rivaldo. Bogard has played it straight back to them. Guti. Hit too far by Redondo. Luis Figo. Will take him on. He gets the better of him. He lifts it in. It's a deep ball, and too deep in fact. What a pity there was no one at the back post. Now Bogard. He pulls it back inside for Zenden. In it comes. Glanced on. Ryan Kluivert and over the top. Patrick Kluivert has only 5 goals this season. There's the Barca bench. Dani is there along with Hess and Pep Guardiola. Carlos. Oh, total commitment by Roberto Carlos. Might pay dividends. It has. It's 2-0. Nicolas Anelka has finally broken the drought in this his 12th appearance in the Primera Division. Total commitment from Roberto Carlos. In there was Guti. It deflected off to Boer. Morientes with the first attempt, and there was Nicolas Anelka. Not a flashy goal, but they all count, particularly for the league's most expensive player. Well, who would have thought the home side would be up 2-0 inside the first 20 minutes? They're going for a third. Raul tagged by Puyol. There he is, 17 years of age when he made his debut and scored against Atletico Madrid. Rather coincidentally, he was on the books of Atletico as a youngster in their youth scheme. That club had promised him $20 a week for expenses to help him with school and so on. They didn't deliver, and then in 1993-94, he catapulted in the Real Junior sides, scoring 45 goals. And at 17 years and 4 months, Raul became the league's youngest debutant. Since then, he's only 2 goals shy of 100. In this, his 205th game. Remarkable record for a man who's only 22. Clearance by Karanka. Jeremy's been busy in the first half. The whole ball wasn't out. He takes on Bogard, gets the better of him. He'll look for the cutback. He pulls it inside. And luckily, Abelardo was there because Morientes was waiting like a vulture. It's all Real Madrid in this first half. Iker Casillas has not been tested. And the teenage Real Madrid goalkeeper will be happy about that. They called it a crisis at Real Madrid. At one stage, it was a season they wanted to forget, languishing in 17th position. And here they are dominating the big battle, Bernabeu. There's a replay of the goal. Credit to Roberto Carlos for that initial pressure. The keeper could only block the first attempt. And there was Anelka. That's his job. And that is sure to give him so much confidence. His first goal for the club was a charity match before Christmas at this ground against a Spanish league selection. And then he scored 3 times at the World Club Championship, showing why Real spent 57 million on him. And then he was struck down there against Raja Casablanca. And today he returns to the side and scores. 5 Dutchmen are out there. $75,000 in attendance for this big one, round 26. There is 15 minutes left in this first half. Real Madrid are leading 2-0. Roberto Carlos was the man who scored in the 5th minute, and he redeems himself there. Almost scored out by Luis Figo. If you ever get the chance to go to a game in Spain, this is the one to go to. 1997, I was at the Nou Camp for the big one between these two sides. It is certainly one of the highlights of my career. Just imagine sitting in the grandstand down at ground level and taking this atmosphere all in. Give you an idea of the sort of man that Roberto Carlos is. A couple of years back, before one of the big, you could almost call them a classic derby between these two sides, this really sums up Roberto Carlos. While his teammates were busy preparing for the game against Barcelona here 2 years ago, he was talking to the fans and giving out free tickets that he had left over. And now there's a little bit of that one left over now for Barca, because there was a touch from Casillas. And Luis Figo, if anyone's going to do something, it's this man. Laid on perfectly, and just a touch. It's taken them 31 minutes to test him. Glancing header, just needed a touch. Kluivert glanced it on. De Boer was inside, and he couldn't put it away. A telling chance, this one, for the champions. De Boer should have tucked that one home. It stays at 2-0. You wonder what the long-term effect of that miss will be for Barca. Because every time Real Madrid push forward, they look like they might score. Anelka waits for the support. Jeremy, an unsung hero this season. He lifts it in. Morientes is there, so is Luis Enrique, although they've got a corner. Woody swings it in nicely. Headed on by Kluivert. Salgado is down. De Boer had raised the boot. Just have a look, De Boer collecting Michel Salgado. But what a chance here. Figo's corner, nodded on by Kluivert. De Boer was right there, so was Luis Enrique. And if De Boer didn't get a touch, I sense that Luis Enrique would have tucked that one home. Now, Roberto Carlos, he opened the scoring in the 5th minute. Will he go for it again? You'd have to say he would, wouldn't he? There he is. Head over the ball. To the left is Caranca. Roberto Carlos blocked by the keeper. That's all he could do. It came at him with some ferocity, and again that typical bend on the ball, the way he strikes it so beautifully. Rivaldo, Bogard, now Zenden overlaps, deflection, corner. We might get a replay of Roberto Carlos's free kick, we will. Just laid off by Fierro. And look at that, the keeper just had to get body behind the ball, and he did enough. And luckily, Abelardo was there to clear. Rivaldo with the corner. Fierro heads away. Back for the Brazilian. Near post, and Kluivert, he is deadly. He is deadly with his back to goal. Very, very close. Look at the ball in from Rivaldo. Great turn inside by Anelka on De Boer, although he went too far with it. Guti. Jeremy again had the space now. Guti lines up and deflecting over the goal. There seems to be openings every time Real Madrid push forward. Jeremy instrumental here, little touch by Anelka, and then that was going wide, but it deflected off Puyol. Kluivert with time. Roberto Carlos elects to go all the way back when I sensed he might have controlled that one and looked to play it inside again. Karanka slides it on. Mistake by Jeremy. Will it be costly because they're coming at them with numbers, and instead of playing it wide to the left or the right, Figal went straight through the middle, gets the free kick. I don't think we've had a booking in the first half. There might have been one given during the replays, but Real Madrid have only won once at home in 4 previous league matches against Barca. They're up 2-0. Rivaldo bends it. Oh, breathtaking free kick from the maestro. Casillas was gone. All ends up 2. And look at the bend on this free kick. You can watch this time and time again. Barca have been trying hard to narrow this 2-goal buffer. 9 minutes earlier, we saw De Boer in the box. It needed a touch. It wasn't forthcoming. And they've gone one step better with Rivaldo striking the post. It stays at 2-0 as we enter the last 5 minutes of normal time in this first half. Here is Kluivert. There's room on the right. Rivaldo. They've got to score surely. Oh, no! Casillas, credit to the youngster. The man they love to hate here at the Bernabeu. Luis Enrique is denied. And he had Figo on his right. Two golden chances in just over a minute. It stays again at this 2-0 scoreline, which could change the way Raul was making the run. His countryman Abilardo cleared. Well, those of you that have stayed up for this game, it's been well worth it, hasn't it? Rivaldo unselfishly, Luis Enrique tried to turn the keeper when he should have, I think, slotted it home first time. Raul takes off, lifts it perfectly. Oh, bit of a tangle there between Anelka and Morientes. Rivaldo chasing Zenden, and Piero intercepts. Back by Salgado. Now Piero. Barcelona players unhappy with the linesman. They felt there was an offside. The linesman didn't put the flag up. Play continued. Now Bogard. Be very interesting to see what Louis van Gaal does at the break. He's got Puyol, Abelardo, De Boer, Reisiger and Bogard, defensive type players, although Puyol can push forward. He'll have to take one of his defenders off at least and throw a striker or midfielder. There's Dani, Kavi and Guardiola amongst the substitutes today. But what an invigorating first half. Real Madrid are leading 2-0. They certainly deserved it after the first half an hour. Roberto Carlos made it 1-0 in the 5th minute with a blistering free kick from distance. And then Anelka scored his first league goal in Spain in the 19th minute before Barcelona fought back. With Luis Figo's shot saved, De Boer from the corner couldn't tuck it away. Rivaldo, he hit the post with a free kick. And then Luis Enrique, he should have pulled it back to 2-1. But at half-time in our big one here in round 26, it's Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 0. And welcome back to the Bernabeu Stadium. Roberto Carlos out in the middle there with all the other players. This is how Real Madrid took the lead through Roberto Carlos in the 5th minute of play. A great free kick. The keeper made it so much difficult for himself, but a lot of power, a lot of bending. Just look at the swing on this free kick, and the keeper miscalculated totally. That was 1-0 as early as the 5th minute. Real rewarded for their early dominance, and then Nicolas Anelka, he finally broke the drought here. Roberto Carlos with a telling challenge. Raul's inside. Morientes had the first attempt, then Raul, and there was Nicolas Anelka. 2-0 on 19 minutes. Anelka there just playing it back for Roberto Carlos, who beat the challenge. First attempt blocked, second attempt blocked. And the $57 million signing made it 2-0. Before the break, we saw Barcelona with 2 ideal chances. They did not consolidate. We're seeing why they have been struggling somewhat of late in the Primera Division. Louis van Gaal having a quick word with Pep Guardiola. He has made a change. Bogard, the big Dutch defender, is off, and the 20-year-old midfielder Xavi has come on ahead of Guardiola, and that's probably why Louis van Gaal's having a word to his experienced campaigner. The man who usually wears the captain's armband, but with injuries of late in the last couple of seasons, Luis Figo has taken on that role along with Luis Enrique. They do need leadership out there at the moment. Redondo, short game off, just perfect. Now Anelka's got support on the left. It should have gone there. Roberto Carlos. No, too much. They're just the one man. Caught by the camera there, a little bit of a dive from Luis Enrique. Kluivert with perfect control. Zenden. Rivaldo. Great back heel by Kluivert. Now Luis Enrique. Oh, he can't squeeze it through. Kluivert was free. Rivaldo goes looking for the free kick. Still finds Zenden in. But behind of Kluivert, headed away by Redondo and now by Raul. A big hasty clearance by Morientes. Puyol and Anelka. Reisiger is there to clean up. Now I've got some Champions League results from earlier today. Bad news for some sides. It was pretty bad actually early on at the Nou Camp for Barca. They were down 1-0. They won 4-2 though against Porto, and Hertha drew 1-1 against Sparta Prague. Barcelona is on top of Group A in the second phase of the Champions League on 7 points. 1 clear of Porto, and then Hertha, a third, way back on 2 points. In Group B, Fiorentina 1, Valencia 0. Valencia's second loss. Man United 2, Bordeaux 0. Fiorentina has 7, Man United 6, Valencia 3, Bordeaux 1. Real Madrid has fallen at home here against Bayern Munich 4-2. And Dynamo Kiev has beaten Rosenborg 2-1. That's Group C action. Bayern has 6 points. Bayern has 7 rather. Real Madrid has 6. Dynamo Kiev 3. Rosenborg 1. And in Group D, Lazio 1. Feyenoord 2. Marseille 1. Chelsea 0. Feyenoord 6 points. 2 clear of Chelsea and Lazio, with Marseille 3. A very tight group. So indifferent results there for the Spanish clubs. 3 of them still alive in the Champions League. And all the UEFA Cup action, the bulk of it, will be played tonight. There are 2 results though. Parma 1, Werder Bremen 0, Slavia 1, Udinese 0, and now Real Madrid are going for a third. Morientes went down. Abelardo was the closest player to him. Play continues in the 5th minute of the second half. Tonight, the Spanish teams playing. Juventus are hosting Celta. Mallorca, they'll be at home to Monaco. Atletico take on Lens, and Deportivo are up against Arsenal. That match live. And now Anelka is down. That match live, by the way, in a few hours' time too, mind you. The pre-match build-up starts at 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Friday morning. So if you're still up watching this game, which I'm sure it's pretty hard to go to bed after seeing what we have seen in the first half, you'll only get a couple of hours sleep before you get to see Arsenal take on Deportivo La Coruña. That's live on Fox. Divert. The referee might be tempted to show a yellow card early in the second half. Well, he has. There were a couple of instances in the first half that I thought he might have. Abelardo, there's Morientes just caught off balance. Reisiger and Abelardo were the players next to him. Just have a good look at this from this angle. Reisiger just lunged out with the right leg, and that really forced Morientes off balance. There he is, Pep Guardiola. Now, he played 60 minutes in a Catalonia Cup game. He seemed to come through it okay. Played in the reserves. He picked up an ankle injury playing for Spain against Poland on January the 26th. That also ruled him out of the friendly last week in Croatia. But he did feel fine. It's his first comeback game, and he's set to come on in the second half. They'll really need his skills and experience, as Raul shows his skills and experience playing it back for Redondo. Nicolas Anelka taking on Puyol, pulling it back away by Abelardo, but straight. It's the Real Madrid team now. This is who else but Roberto Carlos. Jeremy wanted it square, he'll get it. It's a fine ball. Michel Salgado playing it short. Morientes turning. Oh, yes! The goal of the game. Real Madrid have surely secured maximum points here. The second half is only 8 minutes old, and Fernando Morientes with a captivating finish, which has left Louis van Gaal expressionless. Michel Salgado did well to cut back. One touch by Morientes, the turn. The keeper beaten at the near post. That's 3-0 Real Madrid. Is this the defining moment in Real Madrid's climb from the relegation zone? Just the one loss since being thumped 5-1 at this ground in round 14. It was only Del Bosque's third game in charge. He had taken just a point from his first 3 games, and since then, one loss. That was in round 23. This is round 26. That's 3-0. Is it 4? The referee has called that play. The last time they won a big game here between these two sides, whether it's actually in Madrid or Barcelona, was round 16 of season 96-97. They defeated Barca 2-0 at this ground. But since then, Real has lost 3-0, 3-2, 3-0. And the last 2 games have been 2-2 draws. Sliding challenge from Abelardo looked somewhat dangerous. And Abelardo goes in again. Another cheap shot. The referee should be booking him. Out goes the yellow card, and quite justified as a referee, but now Salgado, who can be a mean customer himself, he gets booked as well. Abelardo, there was no need. He came through with studs showing. The referee had blown for the infringement, then this happened. Redondo keeping his feet here. And look at that from Abelardo. Only half an hour late. Mitchell Salgado involved in the third goal. What a turn by Morientes. Fantastic goal. His 9th of the season after putting away 19 goals last season. He's got a good strike rate too in Spain. 73 goals in 176 games now. 10 minutes up in the second half. Real Madrid 3, Barcelona 0. Here is Jeremy. Chested down by Puyol. Rivaldo. Figo takes off. He looked to be just clipped by Guti. Fierro knocks it in. Keeper was thinking about coming. Up goes Morientes. Fair challenge. It was a fair challenge. He went for the ball. Well, Barcelona have only got themselves to blame. They conceded 2 early goals in the game. They showed fighting qualities before the half-time break to make 3 clear-cut chances, but they did not take advantage. And they went into the break down 2-0 when it could have quite easily have been 2-1. And now they've conceded the early goal in the second half. It's 3-0. Veteran Sanchez ready to come on. He's been playing in defence or midfield this year. Salgado. Jeremy. And he gets the return. Rivaldo flicking on to the ball. Cleared by Fernando Fierro. They love him here. 11 years at the club now. He came over from Valladolid. Well, Roberto Carlos, who's had a busy busy time of it. He's not the man coming off. It's Morientes. There was some indication it might have been Roberto Carlos. But they've decided to sacrifice a striker, and they brought on Sanchez, who now is regarded as a utility. And Morientes scored the third goal, and yet another nail into the coffin of Barcelona. There's 21 minutes of normal time left. And Morientes gets an early mark. Manuel Sanchez, appearance number 515. "17 years has been at Real Madrid." That's Roberto Carlos. And the question is, did he milk that one from Luis Figo? This game attracted more headlines and publicity in Spain than the national team's recent friendly against Croatia. Such is the importance. There is political overtones in these matches between Real Madrid and Barcelona, and not one to get involved in politics. You've got to try and keep the balance. You've got to try and keep the politics out of the football. Just to give you an idea about the rivalry, a reserve game between these two sides a couple of years ago attracted 25,000. Those rookie tests are now. Too strong for Guti. There is Luis Figo. And Rivaldo was there, and he goes for goal himself. Garcias was well placed. Just sensed that Luis Figo was selfish. There was an opening for it, but maybe it's more from frustration and what he's seen from his teammates today. Off goes Kluivert, on comes Dani. Another big signing in the off-season. Formerly of Real Madrid, by the way, I should point that out. He started in 92, 90 through to 95 at Real, then went to Zaragoza for 2 years. And back to Real last season. Ended up at Mallorca. Scored 12 goals there, then in turn from the Barca. Has 8 goals in this campaign. Here he is, Dani. He's been booked for his troubles. Here he is. Steve McManaman was hoping to get a start in this big one. He missed the first game. Just to show you where Nicolas Anelka is, that's the sort of reception that he is more familiar with in days gone by at Arsenal. It's been a long time coming for him. McManaman has described the build-up and the hype surrounding this game as much bigger than the FA Cup. There's Salgado, Jeremy. And taken off their two strikers, Morientes and Anelka. Brought on the likes of McManaman and Sanchez. Raul will take on that role up front now. They'll play with just Raul up there, I think. Here is Figo. Barca trailing 3-0 with 9 left. Free kick, Barca. Figo, and he scored in his first game against Real Madrid. That was way back in round 26 in season 95, 96. 3-0 win at the Nou Camp. That's the story today, 3-0, but in favour of the home side, Real Madrid. Special a bit, Roberto Carlos. Oh, that is taking the mickey. Perfect defence splitting ball. But look, Dani's only got Rivaldo inside. They're coming up in numbers now, and down was Casillas. Luis Figo let loose with a rocket-like shot. Dani looked up. He saw the Portuguese international in support. There was the cheeky touch from Roberto Carlos. Redondo, Manaman, now Redondo again, Woody, here's the Englishman, Woody, it was very late on Puyol, he's just been booked a few moments ago. And now he gets an early mark. If he didn't retaliate in the first instance, only 5 minutes before this, when Kavi had clattered him and then kicked the ball into his body, he was booked then, and he gets a second yellow. So Real are down to 10 men for the last 5 minutes. Figo. too deep. Oh, Jeremy there. He's given it back to the ball. Zenden. Luis Figo up against Roberto Carlos. His first goal today against Barcelona. He's played in a few games in the past, but his goal was the one that set them on the path to victory. Puyol. Cleared by Michel Salgado. Ronald de Boer. That was Jeremy. Here's Ronald de Boer again. Header, it's on its way. Good take by Casillas. Rivaldo was the player. Casillas made that look a little bit easier than what it really was. An angled header here by Rivaldo. It might have deflected off Quieto. So Ivan Campo is coming on now. What a reception here for Roberto Carlos. The player of the match, perhaps. Rivaldo. Go again. Inside was Dani. Poor supply from a man who has disappointed somewhat today. We've been so impressed by the way Luis Figo has played over the years, but today it's just not been his day. He's made two incisive runs in the second half and forced Casillas to make some saves. But his crossing from the right has been a disappointment today. Say he's been hoping the referee will blow the whistle early. That'll be a free kick for Barca. Rivaldo, who was in doubt for this game after hobbling off. Challenge. Play goes on. Puyol inside. Hitting herself in the challenges. The trouble for Barca is that they've made their three changes as Rivaldo continues to hobble on. A low man, Raul Bilardo across to Puyol. We're in stoppages. I'd say there'll be about 3 minutes. Maybe 4. Dami. Hierro is there. It's the only blemish on Hierro's game today, that challenge on Rivaldo. Zenden, perfect cross. Luis Figo. He goes low and hard, and waiting was Rivaldo. It deflects off Ivan Campo. Rivaldo still in a lot of bother here. Might have been an offside flag up against the World Player of the Year. Look at that. Still Hierro got to the ball. Looks like there was an offside. De Boer. Jeremy. Michel Salgado. Good understanding between those two right-sided players. As the celebrations are continuing here at the Bernabeu, Sanchez, he's been involved in so many of these battles. Salgado, it's just his second after transferring from Mallorca this season. Real Madrid just one win in their previous 9 battles against Barca. Today it will be their second in 10 outings now. The last time Real Madrid won was over 3 years ago at this ground. They defeated Barcelona 2-0, and today they have prevailed by 3-0 to lift their tally to 62 victories in the Primera Division against Barca, who have secured 54 victories. There have been 24 draws. It's been a comprehensive display from the home side, and the game was really killed off 8 minutes into the second half when Morientes turned his marker and blasted the ball low and hard into goal. A fantastic performance from Real Madrid. They looked well in control in the first half hour. There was a fight back from Barca, but they couldn't sustain it in the second half. Is this the turning point in their campaign? One under Vicente Del Bosque, which has been fantastic. Final score in our main game, Real Madrid 3, Barca 0. Let's look at all the other highlights from round 26.